Yes, I have allowed all participants to share their screen.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster.
Okay, so for today, timer is Toastmaster Yanta. We support everyone by remind them of their use of time. For icebreaker, the time is 4 minutes until 6 minutes, and for double topic session, 1 minute until 2.13 minutes. And for grammarian is Toastmaster Tita, and she will note the grammatical mistakes from speech so that it can be improved. Also counts item of the day that mentioned in the speech. And for a counter is Toastmaster Akara. He will note any word or sound is as scratch so speakers can become aware and correct them. And for the ballot counter is Toastmaster Meiji to collect and compare ballot submit for the best speaker and best evaluator. And me as general evaluator, I would like to introduce the role taker and evaluate meeting is in general, and I will deliver my observation in the end of session. I think that's all for me. Back to you, to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Putri.
Thank you so much for our GE. Next, we're going to move to our next agenda, which is the first agenda or prepare speech. But before that, I want to call the first evaluator to introduce our members' prepared speech to Miss Meidi. Meidi, the screen is yours.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone. So my name is Meidi. I'm going to be the personal evaluator for our beloved Toastmaster Yanta. This is his first speech ever called Icebreaker. So Icebreaker is a very important step in being a Toastmaster because it introduces who you are and it becomes the first milestone to open more amazing speeches in your journey as a Toastmaster. Today, Toastmaster Yanta, who has presentation mastery as his pathway, will deliver a speech titled My Education is a Privilege. Before he starts his speech, the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and to learn the basic structure of a public speech. Later on, let us know Toastmaster Yanta further and let us see whether he used the structure of a public speech in his speech. So, Toastmaster Yanta, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So timer, it's also yourself. So I want to check, will you like time yourself or you need
I think I will need help from
Okay.
Toastmaster Iren. Could you help me?
Okay. Toastmaster Iren, are you ready? Okay, you will time Toastmaster Yanta speech. Toastmaster Yanta, you have 4 to 6 minutes. It's different with other speech. So please be careful with your time. Okay, timer ready. Toastmaster Yanta ready. So
Excuse me. Am I am I visible to all of you?
Yes. For
Am
me,
I
yes.
also audible?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
sir.
Yes, you are.
Clear? Okay.
Okay. Toastmaster Yanta, my education is my privilege. My education is my privilege. Toastmaster Yanta, the screen is yours.
Hello, everyone. I think I can hear your voice. I'll repeat once again. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Mas Yanta.
Hi.
Okay, that's the spirit for our weekly meeting this evening. Good evening, all participants, fellow Toastmaster, and distinguished guests. First of all, I'd like to thank to all of my friends in this lovely club, Ministry of Finance Toastmaster Club, for 2 opportunities which given to me. First, the opportunity to join this club, and the second is the opportunity for me to give my first prepared speech this evening. To start my speech, I'd like to introduce myself first. My name is Imade Murduarsa Febrianta, but you can just simply call me Yanta. My hometown is in Bali, but I was born and raised here in Jabodetabek, Jakarta, especially. I also went to school here, starting from elementary school, kindergarten also, junior high school, senior high school, and university. Although all of my education institutions are just a regular public school, I felt so grateful that I could earn education starting from low-level education to high-level education. I have told you a bit about my education background and my gratefulness for that opportunity. And I have one question which raised in my mind to which I want to ask to all about you. Do you think education is a privilege? Okay, I want
Mr. Yanta is freezing. Or is it me?
I think Toastmaster Yanta is freezing right now. Maybe
Okay, so thank you
it's
so
not
much,
you.
Ian,
Yeah.
for
Stop the timer.
are you
No.
pause the timer? Do you pause the timer? So I think we're going to wait for him to come back. I think I'm going to contact him later.
Kelihatan nggak? Belum muncul. Ini nanti spot apa laptopnya nggak lagi? Kayaknya iya deh, kurang ke kanan ya. Tapi kamu pakai TM timer. Iya, pakai TM. Kayak groove itu. Kenapa? Are you using the timer app that we usually use? Dari presentation everyone, because our speaker just we're back.
I'm sorry, I've lost my connection. Should I repeat from the start or?
No, I think. Do you remember? Anyone remember the?
Oh, okay.
So I remember the moment you want to ask is education
It's a privilege.
yeah.
Do you think
Is education a
education is
privilege?
a privilege?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Maybe if you have responded, can you repeat? Because I've lost my internet connection for a moment last time. If you have responded in the chat box, I would love if you answer it again. I would love to know your opinion. Do you think education is a privilege? Okay. We've gotten some responses here. Thank you very much for your opinion. Okay. I asked you this question because I remember 2 quotes which I read last week. One from William J. Clinton. He said that education is not a privilege, it's a right. And the other quote is from Mary von Abner Eschenbach. She said that privilege is the greatest enemy of right. So in my simple mind, I can conclude from these 2 quotes that if education is really a privilege, so education is not anymore part of human rights. So we as human have no right anymore for education. Okay, whether education is really a privilege or not, but in my personal experience, I think my education background is a privilege for certain reason. First, from my family economic background, which is categorized by most people point of view as a middle low income family, so I could still afford education. And the second and the third reason is my family's education background itself and my neighborhood. My families earned high-level education in the past, and my neighborhood in the city where I live think education as a main need. So with these two factors, they are influencing my parents that education is important. So they took me to the school to get a good education. If education is really a privilege, I think this privilege isn't a tool to power over other. The privilege, especially in education, will become our responsibility to contribute back to the society later after we graduate. Even for us who are still pursuing our degree, our education degree, we already have the responsibility to finish our education as fast as we can with the best of our ability. I think it's also the same case with everyone, with all of us here in Toastmaster Club to enhance their public speaking skills because we already have the privilege. So I guess it is the time for you right now to join our table topic session and also become our member and starting to enhance your public speaking skills by choosing your own pathways and give your own prepared speech. So I'm waiting for your own prepared speech. Thank you very much. That's all from me, giving the screen back to you, Toastmaster Putri.
Thank you so much for Toastmaster Yanta for the marvelous speech that's discussing about whether or not education is a privilege by all of the argumentations that he delivered. So next, it's the evaluation is in the end, yeah. Miss Maydi. Oh, okay. Okay, so next, I'm going to call the second evaluator to introduce our members' prepared speech for Miss Dita. TM Dita, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Putri. So should I stand up or yes? Okay, so hi, good. I suppose it is evening. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ministry of Finance Toastmasters Club, and we have heard our first speech from Toastmaster Yanta, and we will have our second prepared speech for today from one of our new members as well, which is Toastmaster Miftah. So he is in, wait a minute, I kind of forget about your pathway. I think I need to see. Oh, it's Toastmaster Miftah pathway is presentation mastery, and he is currently in his very first speech, and his title of the speech is Brand New World. So the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of public speech. So we're going to see how Toastmaster Miftah will deliver his speech. So Toastmaster Miftah, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Nanti jangan lupa di confirm audibility sama clarity-nya. Am I audible?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Toastmaster Miftah, Brand New World, Toastmaster Miftah.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Am I audible? Okay. Excuse me. Is there a timer?
Okay. Wait. First. We're good to go.
already.
I will start from beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Sudah, langsung mulai. Boleh.
Okay, good evening, everyone. First, I would like to say thank you to Kak Dita as my evaluator that she has introduced me. And second, I want to say hello to everyone, to soon-to-be Toastmaster and all of Toastmaster. I hope we can enjoy our meeting today. So, how are you today? In this session, I would like to deliver my prepared speech that with the title is a brand new word. A brand new word is like a title of comics, maybe like One Piece, or a title of theme song of the movie Aladdin, A Whole New World. Yes, a brand new word is, I think that Toastmaster Ministry of Finance is a new word for me that will give me a fun, happiness, and experience, and many exciting moments maybe, and also new perspective. And for icebreaker, maybe you will know, you want to know, or maybe you are curious about me, who I am, and why I am here, why I am joined Toastmaster Ministry of Finance, and what's my goals. And then allow me to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Iftaul Fatoni. I am 35 years old. I'm from Directorate General of State Asset Management. I am in Directorate of State Wealth Policy Formulation, and I live in Jakarta in a dormitory in Harapan Mulia, Kemayoran, Central Jakarta. But actually, I'm from Jombang, East Java. As I moved to Jakarta, I know that there is a Toastmaster Ministry of Finance, and I would be really happy if I can join Toastmaster Ministry of Finance. And do you know Toastmaster Ministry of Finance? Toastmaster Ministry of Finance is a club, maybe especially in English club, that will lift our speaking ability, public speaking, and also leadership. And do you know what the reason why I joined Toastmaster? The reason I joined Toastmaster is I want to be like, I want to speak English more and more, to practice speak English, because I want to speak English fluently. And also I would like to apply for scholarship, so I need to learn about IELTS, and I hope I can speak English fluently to get an IELTS and to apply for scholarship. And my goal is I want to speak English fluently, and I can get IELTS at least 6.5, like you all maybe, or and also if I get IELTS 7.5, I would like to apply a scholarship, and I hope I can get an LOA from international university like Stanford or Harvard, maybe Oxford or Cambridge or another. I hope I can. And for the conclusion, I feel that I'm honored to be here, to be a part of Ministry of Finance, and I would like to be like what Jude Bellingham said, football player last time, that I wish I can be like a sponge, that I can absorb everybody opinion or suggestion, so I can be stronger and better. I think that's all for me. Thank you for all.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for Mr. Fatoni for the outstanding speech regarding his brand new world, or metaphorical means for his new encounter to Ministry of Finance Toastmaster Club as a new experience. So we're going to move to the next agenda. It is table topic session. So we're going to hop into our topic today that will be soon led by our table topic master, Miss Iran. So for Miss Iran, the screen is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmasters Putri, for leading our meeting for today. And we want to take you. We arrived at table topic session for today. And in here, everyone, not only members, can participate to give your statement, your speeches, that for the patients or something that I will give to you. But in here, we have a different kind of table topic station because it will be some kind of a debate. I will share my screen first. Wait a second. Okay, so can you guys see my screen right now? Yeah, it's visible. Okay, so the theme for today is twist and turns of social media. And do not forget to use your idiom of the day. It is out of touch. It means no longer in contact or communication, in a state of not knowing what is happening, or certain people feel, etc. So in here, we have a different kind of table topic sessions. So I want you guys in here to pair up. So it's kind of two people. And maybe I want to I want to call the people in here. Maybe is there anyone that wants to participate in this table topic sessions? It's not only one person. You can raise hand if you want to participate. Maybe Sutubito Sponsor Akbar, or maybe another person that I see here. Sutubito Sponsor Angga, do you want to participate? Sutubito Sponsor Gulam Ali, do you want to participate?
Yes,
Try,
I
try,
am.
try. Oh, so Gulam Ali want to try ya?
It's okay. So I will need so many people in here. So maybe you want to try too?
Please, can I try?
Okay, so I want to pair it up, you guys. For the first time is Suntubitos Master Gulam Ali. Suntubitos Master Medi, if you want to pair with someone in here, you can choose.
Oh, so we are pairing?
Yes, you are pairing. So
Yeah, I think I could go with Suntubitos Master Gulam Ali then. Is it okay?
Okay, it's okay. So Suntubitos Master Gulam Ali, do you want to pair with your partner to Toastmaster Medi?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, I
Sensitivitas Master Medi, Toastmaster Medi and Sensitivitas Master Gulam Ali. And second team, we have in here Sensitivitas Master Akbar. You want to play?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, Sensitivitas Master Akbar, and you want to pair up with anyone in here? Maybe soon to be Toastmaster Hafiz, you want to try? Or maybe Toastmaster Imam, you want to try? Ah,
Later, Ren. Maybe later, yeah.
okay.
Sorry, what should I do? Sorry.
Okay, you want to try this table topic session?
What am I going to have to do?
Okay, so you want to pair with Kontributor Master Akbar, ya? Okay. Okay, so in this session we will have some kind of debate. So one team will consist of two people, and these two people will stand for agree or against. And I will show you the statement or question later. But before that, I want to pairing you up for two people in here in one team. So we have, okay, maybe we want to try for Mehdi and Gulam Ali first, yeah. So, Toastmaster Mehdi and Gulam Ali, what color do you want to choose?
Green.
Green, okay. Toastmaster Mehdi?
Yeah, yellow, the only thing left.
Okay, yellow. So green stands for agree and yellow stands for against. Okay?
I'm sorry, Iren. Is it for the time the same 3 minutes?
Yes, the time 1 until 2 minutes and 30.
Okay. Okay. One second.
Okay, so maybe against and Suntubitos Master Gulam Ali agree. And maybe both of you want to choose number, the same number, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4?
We'll let Sentubitos Master Gulam choose.
6. Okay, 1 until 6. Both of you, 1 until 6. What number you both of you want to choose?
Sentubitos Master Gulam, you can choose any number.
Okay, I choose number 2.
3?
2.
2. Okay, number 2. So I will give the question or statement based on the number that you tell me. And as the thing that I told you before, Toastmaster Mehdi will against for it, and Suntubitos Master Gulam will agree for it. So here is the statement for you. Wait a second. So for the first person, so it's whatever you want, yeah. Maybe for the first person, the agree team will speak first, and then the against team, or maybe team or the agree team. Number 2. Okay, I will share my screen right now. Social media is where the bulk of dollars should go. Social media is where the bulk of dollars should go. So Toastmaster Mehdi as against to this, and Suntubi Toastmaster Gulam is agree with this, and maybe any one of you in here that want to go first?
I think I want to confirm something first. Does it mean that social media is where the money should go? Like where we should spend our money on?
Yes. So some people use social media and they just spend their money with the stuff that's already advertised in social media, like that.
Okay.
Okay, are you guys ready? Both of you ready? Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Okay. Iren, can I be the timer right now? Excuse me.
Okay.
I think it's like normal, Mas Yanta. So you just time. So I
Okay,
think
yeah.
Sentubitos Master Gulam will deliver his agreement on this from 1 to 2.5 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and then
And
after that,
then
I will deliver why I'm against this idea from 1 to 2.5 minutes. Is that like that, Iren?
That's true.
So you just time it like normal.
okay.
You time it when Mas
Uh
Gulam start. You time it when I start later. So there is no debate.
oh, no debate. So it's not the
Yeah.
the combined time. Okay, okay.
No.
You can see the virtual background of myself for
You
the time.
yeah, I saw it. I saw it before. You can change your background once Mas Gulam
Okay.
say his word, and you can change again when it's done. But don't forget to write down the time, because once you change your background, the previous time is gone.
Okay, yeah.
It
I
will like
noted.
restart to 0 again. Okay.
Noted.
Okay, so
Good luck.
who wants to come first? The against or the agree team?
I think I could go first so that uh Mas Gulam have like more time to think.
Okay, so Toastmaster maybe the screen is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, and of course, my partners in the Toastmaster Gulam Ali. I know you are into this idea where we have to put our money on social media. But guys, can you imagine if you're having a shop or you have a business? I think you should not spend your time on social media, especially in advertisement, because I believe the real selling will go up when you do your advertising by yourself. How? By engaging with your buyers, by promoting it to your families. Because sometimes for small business, we don't have that much money. And the best seller, the best promoter is from mouth to mouth in this society. So you can start small by sharing your like posters or discounts through WhatsApp group, or you may broadcast it in your own Instagram without having to pay any advertisement. Sometimes when you like splurge your money to your advertisement, the engagement perhaps high, but if they are not interested in your shopping or in your product, they will just swipe on your advertisement and just skip it overall. Because sometimes people are using their social media, but they're out of touch with the substance of the social media itself. So, in my humble opinion, it would be better for you to not splurge your money on social media. You can splurge your money on the better things. In this context, if you have a business, you may use your money to, for example, enhance your product, pay your coworkers high or more. And I believe with that, it will be more beneficial for you. That's all. Back to you, Toastmaster Iren.
Thank you, Toastmaster Medi. So Toastmaster Medi stands for against to the statement that I've taught you guys. But in here, everyone has their own opinion. And we want to hear from the agreed team. And in here, soon to be Toastmaster Gulam Ali, are you ready?
I'm sorry, I get some of confused. In this session, I I stand in opinion. I agree with
Yes.
our money
Okay.
should go to the social media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to go against my idea. You can go with your own speech as long as you agree with the team.
Okay, I will try.
Okay, soon to be Toastmaster Gulam Ali, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you for the chance. In my opinion, our money can go and should go to the social media because it kind of some investment in this moment in this time. Cause investment don't like the saham, reksadana, and the others, but we can invest on the social media. Exactly, like we spend our money to grow up our social media. In the later moment, in the few weeks, in the few years, maybe it will come back to our wallet too. With which money we spend before. If we can develop our social media in good manner, in good things, we can post some of positive things, some of education things, maybe it will back to our to what we spent in the before, I think. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Guru Ali. So he said that maybe we can use social media to invest too. So I think that's the opinion, that speech from from our Toastmaster Mehdi and Sensitivity Toastmaster Guru Ali for today. And thank you so much for your participation. And in here, I want to call again to people that want to participate for the next table topic session. Is there anyone that want to participate? You can raise your hand.
Could I try? I
Okay,
think
of
it's
course.
an interesting form of table topic speaking.
Okay. Is there
If
anyone?
I may.
Okay. Toastmaster Yanta and Toastmaster Iman. So I will share my screen again. So what color do you want to choose? Toastmaster Yanta, you want to choose orange or green? And Toastmaster Iman, you want to choose orange, yellow or green? I'm sorry.
Orange or green? Toastmaster Imam, you can choose first.
I think I'm
Yellow.
gonna choose green.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna choose green.
Okay, green. So Toastmaster Imam stands for agree, and Toastmaster Yanta stands for against. So the statement or question that I will show you guys. And what number do you want to choose? 1, 3, 4, 5.
Master Yanta, you pick. Which number you want?
Which one has taken by last couple? Two.
Yes.
Maybe number 3.
Okay, number 3. Okay, maybe in here. Why? Okay, I will share my screen. So, can you see my screen right now? Okay, so WhatsApp, Line, BBM, Hi, WeChat, and many other social media help you to make your relation with family and friends closer. So Toastmaster Yanta stands for against to this statement, and Toastmaster Imam stands for agree to this statement. Yeah, you agree, yeah, Toastmaster Imam?
Yeah, I did pick green.
Okay. And Toastmaster Yanta, you act as you against to this statement. Who wants to come first?
I think I should go first, Ren, because probably every person that saw the theme would say they agree about it. So I think Mr. Mas Yanta having a hard time somehow.
Oh, okay.
So I will give you time to think.
Okay,
so, yeah.
I want to be the timer.
Okay.
How, Toastmaster Yanta?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, for a second.
I'll time also, it's fine. Oh, okay. Thank you, Iren.
Okay. Soon to be Toastmaster Imam, the screen is yours.
Okay, hi everyone. Good evening. So before starting the speech, I would like to ask you. I believe that every one of us is all of us have our own smartphone, correct? And in every of our smartphone, I believe that at least all of us use WhatsApp. because at least that is the app that commonly used in Indonesia for communicating. And the statement was Snap, WhatsApp, BBM, Line, Snapchat. It helps us to get closer to our family and relatives. I think Iran tadi ya.
Yes, family
Yes, I
friends.
do believe with that statement because in this era, in this smartphone era, we all trying to connect in every way possible. By that I mean there are so many apps nowadays. There are so many apps being invented. Like the last app that I used was Thread, Thread, the app that built by Meta for countering Twitter. And with this so many apps that are showing coming up. Wait a minute. I believe that there are so many ways for us to connect with people that are not around us physically. Like maybe at the moment, maybe she's in America, but through WhatsApp and other apps, we can connect with her and with our family who are maybe in a different island with us. Some of us live in Java, some of us live in Sumatra, and some of us live in Papua, or every other part of the world. We are being connected by the advancements of the technology. Like maybe when I miss my family, I can just contact them. I can just call them. It's just like one call away is such a real thing nowadays. It's kind of hard to be out of touch nowadays because we are all connected all the time. Like you on your phone, like who doesn't bring their phone wherever they go? I believe that almost everyone brings their phone wherever we go, right? At least for me, that's the case. So yeah, it's hard to be out of touch nowadays, and it's very helpful. Those apps are very helpful for making us connected with each other. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Imam. Okay, I forgot to stop the timer. Okay, is there anyone? Okay, so thank you, Toastmaster Imam, for your speech to us that you agree with this statement. And we want to hear from Toastmaster Yanta that act against for this statement. So Toastmaster Yanta, are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Second.
I'm sorry, Iren. Could you repeat again the question?
Okay, wait. My pointer cannot work. Lirik apa ya? Coba dulu kayaknya. Social media. Wait. Ini. Di copy aja kan. Bisa? Wait a minute, everyone. Okay, wait a minute, everyone. We're asking for your faith. Okay, so maybe. Okay, so this is the question. Why? Dibacain aja dulu. Nggak kelihatan ininya. Maaf ya guys, laptopnya nge-lag nih. Tapi, okay, so maybe
No problem.
The statement for you. So
Okay.
WhatsApp, Line, BBM, Hike, WeChat, and many other social media help you to make your relation with your family and friends closer. And you against to this statement. So, Toastmaster, are you ready? And just ignore the number in my media.
Wait, Iren. Toastmaster Yanta, for the timer, do you need help? I think because Iren's laptop is lagging, I can help you with the timing if you want to.
Okay, so thank you, Toastmaster Imam, and Toastmaster Yanta. The screen is yours.
Wait, come on, yo. I haven't opened the. Wait a second. Okay.
Thank you.
Amali, Shastia, sure.
Okay. Ini udah ini sih.
Mr. Yanta, you can start whenever.
Okay, terus Mas Yanta, the screen is yours.
Okay. In my opinion, social media is not make our relationship with our family closer. I said that for a certain reason. First, it is because we can interact physically with our family or friends. With our tools of communication nowadays, we can just text, video call, chat, and we have no physical interaction. It made us lost sense of relation with our close one. The second one, it's because the frequency of us in using this communication tool, it has negative impact. So we will addicted to these tools and we forgot the world outside it. We forgot to speak, interact physically, directly with our close one. And it will really can loosen up our relationship with our family. So in my personal experience, this social media is a bit dangerous if we use it as our main tool of communication with our parents, family, and friends. That's all from me. Giving screen back to you, Toastmaster Iren. Hello, I've done.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Yanta. So you said that sometimes social media give a negative impact to us that is not make our relatives closer, right? But
Yeah,
you
it loosen
yes.
It loosen up the sense of relationship between our close one.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Yanta, for your speeches and Toastmaster Imam. And I think I want to open another session again after we end this session. Maybe I will call some to be Toastmaster Akbar. You want to try?
Am I audible, guys?
Yes, you are audible, but maybe you
Okay,
can
thank
show
you.
your face to us so we can spotlight you. And
Excuse me.
yes,
Pardon?
maybe
Pardon?
person
I
that you want to try, one person that became the opposite of Santivitas Master Akbar. Is there anyone to try? You can raise your hand. Okay, Santivitas Master Hafiz, are you there? Obviously, is okay. So maybe Santivitas Master Angga, are you there? What if no one is going to say it? I think I can do it. Okay. So no one. So maybe is there anyone that?
Maybe I would like to try.
Oh, okay. So Toastmaster and soon to be Toastmaster Akbar. And in here, what color do you want to choose? Toastmaster Putri and soon to be Toastmaster Akbar. Yellow or green?
Akbar first, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'll go with the green.
Okay, you green, and so Toastmaster Putri, you go with yellow, yeah. So Toastmaster Putri will against with the statement or question that I will give, and Toastmaster Akbar will agree with the statement that I will give. And what number that you want to choose? 1. So 2 and 3 have been taken. So it's still 1.
Excuse me, Iren, for this table topics speakers, I can time right now.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Anta. So the number that's still left is 1, 4, 5, and 6. Is there a number that you want to choose?
One maybe.
Okay, 1. I will show my screen. Okay, so this is, I think, okay. Okay, ini I can share my screen right now. So this is the statement. Social media has become a source of our news and information. Social media has become a source of our news and information. So in here, any of you, Toastmaster Putri or soon-to-be Toastmaster Akbar that want to come first to give your speech?
I think I will try to go first.
Okay, so soon-to-be
Okay.
Toastmaster Akbar will act as the person that agree with this statement. So soon-to-be Toastmaster Akbar, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity, guys. So I would say that I'm agree with the statement that social media has become a source of our news and information. I mean, nowadays people are holding their phones all the time, and they are opening a lot of media stream like Twitter, or maybe a lot of news stream like detik.com or compass.com, and we cannot live without them because they have become the quickest stream of information that we could get nowadays compared to the old days when we still only have maybe television or maybe newspapers. And from the social media, I think we could also get the most update terms on the information that we would like to see. Let's say we want to get some information about the election, the presidential election, or maybe about the current climate change condition in Indonesia, like we have in Jakarta nowadays. So we can get the real-time information about the air quality index and so many other things we could see from the internet. And also we could get a broader range of information. Let's say we want to get more information from, let's say, from the eastern part of Indonesia, from the Papua Island. Even if we are still living in Jakarta, we can get the most updated things about the stuff that are happening in Papua. That's how I think about how the social media and the internet in general is actually the best thing that we have today to get the main source of information and to help us with our daily life in general also. I think that's all that I could say about my statement about this, guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Akbar, for delivering your speech that you agree with this statement. And maybe we want to hear from the against team. It is Toastmaster Putri that against with this statement. Toastmaster Putri, are you
Okay.
ready?
Yes. Can you reshare the question?
Okay, maybe I will tell you. Yeah, social media has become a source of our news and information. Social media has become a source of our news and information, and you act as the person that against to this statement. Toastmaster Putri, are you ready? The screen?
Yeah.
Okay, Toastmaster Putri, the screen is yours.
Okay. I think it's not wise for us to take social media as the first resource for information, because first, the nature of social media itself is free for everyone to join. So there is no barrier for everyone, regardless of their background, to join social media. Everyone can enter the social media. And there is no authority or agency that is responsible for the check and balances towards the informations that are curating in the social media sphere itself. So I think the risk that we have to adjust is the hoaxes and misinformations that will be like spreading very virally towards maybe Twitter or Instagram. So I think social media is not really suitable for as the main resource of information. I think we still need the paper or news agency that has legitimate resources and check and balances agency to make sure their information is legit for the public to consume. That's why we have like maybe The Economist or Compass, they have their own agency to make sure the information is valid and not hoaxes. So other arguments on why social media is not compatible for this is we don't have comprehension here because we just have like one line of information and that's all. I think a more comprehensive way for us to be informed is through the like full article we see on Compass maybe or legitimate news resources. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Putri. So in here, Toastmaster Putri act as the person that against with the statement. She said that maybe there are no many legitimate source of social media, but as a great person, Toastmaster Akbar said that nowadays many information that we can get. So in here, Toastmaster Putri and Sunsumi Toastmaster Akbar become the person to end this double topic session. And I want to thank you to Toastmaster Putri and Sunsumi Toastmaster Akbar and many people that has participated in this session. And I want to say it's not an easy thing to be on against team or agree team, especially when we just against to that statement, but actually we have to agree with that statement. But you guys have done so many things good. So give applause to us. And so that is the end of our session. And things that I want to say to you, just use your social media wisely. And that's the end of our table topic session for today. And back again to our Toastmaster after meeting. Toastmaster Putri, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Iren, for conducting the table topic session. Right now, the table topic session is done. The next session that we will have is the group selfie for all of the participants here. So may I ask for all of the participants to turn off the camera?
Yay!
Okay.
Okay, let's turn on your camera.
Soon to be Toastmaster Akbar, soon to be Toastmaster Angga, Raki, put here is
it is my audio.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Soon to be Toastmaster Angga and soon to be Toastmaster Akbar. Can you turn on your video? Oh, okay. It's fine if you can turn on your video. Okay, I'll take the okay. Okay, thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Akbar. I'll take the picture right now. I'll count 1, 2, 3, and hold your pose. Okay, I think once more. 1, 2, 3. Hold for a moment. Okay, done. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much for TM Yanta for scan shooting the photo session. Next, we have arrived in the last agenda, which is the evaluation session. So to our general evaluator, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. And now we will go to timer. First to evaluation session.
Yang Medi dulu berarti ya?
From Toastmaster Medi, and then will be go to Toastmaster Tita. For Toastmaster Medi, the screen is yours.
Okay, first before I start, I want to make sure with our timer, Toastmaster Rianta,
Okay.
don't forget My timer would be from 1 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Okay,
can start now.
yeah, ladies and no, is it the table topic?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am the evaluation.
Maybe I
Uh,
want to have evaluation.
evaluation. Okay.
Evaluate
It's
timer.
different.
Timer for evaluation.
Okay.
I gave one to Toastmasters, I guess.
Moment.
Evaluation. Sure. Take your time.
Okay. And video for the evaluation. Is it correct? Okay.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to our timer here, Toastmaster Yanta. He just delivered his first speech as a Toastmaster, and I know that's a moment to remember for whole journey of your Toastmaster. Today, I will talk about 3 things about his speech. First, the thing that I like about his speech. Second, the things that he can work on his future speeches. And lastly, my challenge for him to step up his game. First, there are a lot of things that I love about his speech until I had to jot down in my notes so that I will not forget about it. First, I like about the way he engages with the audience by asking questions. And then his body language, although I only see the top torso of his body, but he uses his hand and also his arms to like convey his messages through body language. And then his eye contact, it's very easy for online speeches because you only have to see on your camera, but he did it very flawlessly. And then he has a very composed vocal. If you guys notice, he has a very fixated pace, didn't go fast, didn't go slow. His breathing is also okay. Although I know it's like very nerve-wracking to speak for the first time, but his breathing is very nice and no stutter at all. He also met the purpose of the speech by introducing himself and using the structure of opening, main, and also conclusion of his speech. And then he didn't panic when he stumbled upon several problems, but he continued his speech seamlessly. And then quotes. I love quotes so much when you try to incorporate quotes in your speech. And then the use of numbering, like first, second, and third, it really helps for the speaker and the audience to grasp the whole idea of his speech. And lastly, his timing control because he came on time for his speech. However, there are several things to work on your speech. First, it is your internet connection. I think he has to make sure about the stability of the internet connection before his speech and the structure transaction. For example, when you want to when he wants to close the speech, he can use in conclusion, lastly, to mark the end of his speech. Last but not least, this is my challenge for Toastmaster Yanta. Please deliver your speech offline because it will be a whole new experience for your speech and there will be no internet connection problem, I guess. I think that will be all, Toastmaster Yanta and everyone. I hope this will encourage you to prepare your speech for other members too. And this is not, it's not a problem. You can always be better next time. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Miftah.
Thank you. Thank you from Toastmaster Mehdi for the evaluation for prepare speech from Toastmaster Yanta. And the second is evaluation for prepare speech from Toastmaster Tita. So to Toastmaster Tita, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Miftah. Can I confirm that the timer is ready?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Yanta. Am I visible and audible? Can you see my
Yes.
face?
You
Okay.
can start right now.
Okay, so everyone, please give a round of applause to Toastmaster Miftah. The first one for delivering his very first speech, believe me, every beginning is difficult, but trust me, it will get easier. It will feel easier as time goes by. And the second one for delivering his speech offline, because just like Mehdi said before, it is really hard to stand here, to give a speech, to speak to everyone. So thank you very much for trying and also for delivering your speech. I would like to deliver some of the things that I feel it is your greatest strength. The first one, your bravery, of course, for delivering, for taking your first step here. And the second one, for the structure that you used in your speech. I can see that you used the opening and then you move to the main idea and then you move to the closing and you even use a quote as your closing. So that is a very great structure of your speech. Even though I think there are some things that we can try to improve together. The first one, I noticed that you tend to use some kind of excessive opening. So, for example, when you say, I kind of forget, but I think you kind of say, I will try to deliver blah, blah, blah. So in my humble opinion, you don't really have to say that. You can just go to your opening right away. And then I think you also said in this speech, I would like to blah, blah, blah. So I think we can try to make it more concise. And the second one, the gesture. So I would recommend that you can try to use a wider gesture. So it's like I noticed that you tend to stand like this, and then you stare at your laptop, and then you move to the screen. So I think if we can try, this is actually the challenge that I give you. You can try to be more, to be wider with your gesture. You can try to find what kind of gesture that works for you. For example, for me, I like to move my hand like this when I speak. Because using gesture will help us to be more relaxed in our speech. And the last one, wait a minute. Okay. The eye contact. I noticed that you also tend to see to the screen, but you kind of miss us as the offline audience, and I'm trying in here. So no. This is something that we can try to improve together. So maybe you can try to improve our awareness of the people that we have around us, especially when it is a hybrid meeting, because we have different kind of audiences. And also the conjunction. I noticed in the last part of your speech, you say the conclusion is, maybe you can try to use some kind of conjunction, for example, to conclude, or perhaps we can use to sum it up or something like that, because we have so many words that we can use as a conclusion. So I think that's all from me. And for the challenge, it's like what I said before, we can try to use more gesture in your next speech. But overall, you did great, and thank you very much for trying your best to deliver the speech offline and also delivering a very comprehensive introduction to all of us. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Putri. And I missed the time. 326. Yeah. GE. Back to siapa ya? GE.
Back to the GE, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Dita, for the evaluation section for me as prepare speech. Yeah. So now as GE, I would like to call timer to report the deliver the report, and to timer Toastmaster Yanta or Toastmaster Irene. For timer maybe. So for the timer, the screen is yours.
Okay. I will start from the table topic speakers. For the first pair, Toastmaster Mehdi and Toastmaster Akbar. Toastmaster Mehdi, time 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Toastmaster Akbar, 1 minute 37 minutes. The second pair, Toastmaster Imam, 2 minutes and...
Sorry, Toastmaster Yanta. I think my pair was soon to be Toastmaster Gulam.
Oh, okay. Soon to be Toastmaster Gulam. Toastmaster Akbar is the third. I'm sorry. Soon to be Toastmaster Gulam is 1 minute and 37 seconds. Toastmaster Imam is 1 minute and 30 seconds. Myself is 1 minute and 57 seconds. Soon to be Toastmaster Akbar, 2 minutes, and Toastmaster Putri, 1 minute and 51 seconds. For the evaluation session, Toastmaster Mehdi is 3 minutes and 23 seconds. The same time with Toastmaster Dita with 3 minutes and 23 seconds. For the prepared speech from me and Toastmaster Miftah, Iren, what is the time for us for the prepared speech?
Prepared speech is okay, so for prepared speech, Toastmaster Yanta is 6 minutes. And for Toastmaster Miftah is 4 minutes. And if I'm not mistaken, 4 minutes and 25 seconds.
Okay, I think that's the report for me from the time report. All of the speakers is eligible for best speaker. That's all from me. Give the screen back to you, to General Evaluator, Toastmaster Miftah.
Yanta and Toastmaster Irene for the report of our timer. So for you all guys, please send your vote to ballot counter as the best prepared speech and who is the best topic speaker. Okay, for ballot counter is still count. Next, we are going to grammarian to Toastmaster Tita. Please deliver your report. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Toastmaster Miftah. Wait a minute, I will need to share my screen. And also, can you see my screen, guys? Because, oh, you have seen my screen. Okay. I don't know how to make it into slideshow. Okay. Okay, so everyone back to me again, but this time I am becoming the grammarian, which has tried her best to pay attention to all of the speeches and also to note any grammar mistakes that we have made during the speech. The first one, I noticed someone said investment don't like, but I kind of forget in what context the speaker said this. But I think we can agree that when we want to use a singular subject, then we should use doesn't. Or if we want to use the plural subject, we can use not. And then the second one, social media is not make our relationship. I think the best way to put it should be social media do not. If I'm not mistaken, media is considered as plural, but in some sources, they also say that social media can be singular. But so please, everyone, if you have any thoughts on this, you can just jump in and try to explain about this, because I am still confused about the use of social media as plural or singular. But if we revert to the word of media, which is plural, we can say that social media do not. And then it may, I think it should be it makes. This is quite similar with the first one. It should be using the verb with as, if we want to use for, how do you call it, verb one, yeah, in a present tense. And then social media is a bit danger. I believe the speaker was trying to say that social media is kind of berbahaya, yeah. So we can say that it should use the adjective, which is dangerous, because danger, if I'm not mistaken, it should be a noun, like ancaman or something like that. And the last one, I am agree. I suppose the better way to put it is I agree, and I attach more explanation or more some of the expression that we can use when we want to agree or disagree, to express agreement and also disagreement. Like if we want to say we agree on something, we can say, I tend to agree with you. That's a good idea. I think you're right. That's right, or something like that. So you can see in the screen here, we have so many expressions that we can use. And I think this is a very great practice that we use this kind of format. Thank you very much to Irene, because we are learning to use the debate setting, which sometimes we don't really use it. And then if you want to disagree with something, we can say, I am afraid that that's not how I see it. Sorry, I see things differently, or something like that. So we have so many expressions that we can try to use. And also, I noticed some of, let's say, outstanding words that we can learn from today's session. The first one from Irene, bulk of dollars. I learned that it means a very large quantity of money, and usually it refers to a physical money, like the paper. Like we have a bulk of money here. Unfortunately, we don't have a bulk of money here. And the second one call away, used to describe something or someone that is easily accessible or available. And then the last one, legit. And I think I kind of forget who is the person who said the second one. I suppose it is Toastmaster Rianto or Toastmaster Imam. I kind of forget. I'm sorry, guys. I have a short-term memory. And the second one is, the last one is legit. I suppose it is from Toastmaster Putri. So legit can mean as adjective, which means conforming to the rules or legal, or it can be an adverb, which means truly or genuinely. So if we can say his superhero outfit is legit awesome, it's truly awesome. So we can say it both as adjective or adverb. As for the IOD reports, our IOD today is out of touch. I suppose there are only two people who mentioned the IOD, which is Toastmaster Medika and also Toastmaster Imam. But if any of you turns out mentioned the IOD, but I didn't notice that, please correct me, because I'm just a human. I make so many mistakes. And yeah, I think that concludes my observation and also my report. Hope that we can learn one thing or two from this session, and I can wait to learn more from you together. And also, please don't feel intimidated by the grammarian, because we are still learning in here. And I believe evaluation is the heart of Toastmasters, because we can only improve if we get evaluated, if we get feedback, and we learn from that. So I think that's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Mipa.
Okay, thank you. And a valuable speech and a valuable delivery speech about grammar from Toastmaster Dita. And next, we go to counter, who is the counter. The counter is Toastmaster Akara. Toastmaster Akara, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much.
Okay, Toastmaster Akara.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I have to apologize that I can't turn on my camera right now because the signal in my place is being so horrendous. So can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're on.
Yes,
Yes.
you're
You guys can hear
audible.
me, right? Okay.
So clear.
So I can't really share my screen right now. So I've decided to deliver the report through the chat box. So if you guys can please open up your chat box and look at the evaluation that I have prepared for us today. So here we can see that for the prepared speech, we have Toastmaster Rianta going first. I heard Toastmaster Rianta use the word if repeatedly once and use the crutch once. But what I've noticed about Toastmaster Rianta's speech is that he uses a lot of careful pauses, which I really, really like. This is actually a good strategy for when you really need time to think about what you're about to say next. But since you're using these careful pauses, you don't really notice that you're stretching your time to think. So that's a really good strategy for everyone who would like to give yourself time to think, but don't really want people to notice that you're thinking. And the second one is Toastmaster Tony. I heard him use the crutch twice. And what I've noticed about Toastmaster Tony's speech is that he uses quite a bit of long pauses here and there. This is actually not a big deal to Toastmaster Tony, so you shouldn't really worry about it that much, because when we for us at times, and it's totally okay if you want to use long pauses to give yourself time to think here and there. So I think the key here is that when we would like to deliver our speeches, we could try to stay just as calm as possible, so that is my voice still audible to all of you?
Yeah, you're audible.
Because I
Yes,
my
Raki.
screen is freezing right now. So
No, it's all good.
okay, thank you very much for confirming. Stay as calm as possible when we're trying to deliver our speeches, so that we have a clear image in our minds what we're about to say next, especially in prepared speeches. Since we've prepared the speech beforehand, we don't really need to get confused about what to say next. Unlike table topics, sometimes in table topics, because you get the question on the get-go, you really need that time to think about what you're about to say next, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So that's a strategy that we can all use. Just take a breath and try to stay as calm as possible. And for the table topics, you can see here that Toastmaster Medica, as always, she's such a good speaker. She didn't use any filler words or crutches. And soon to be Toastmaster Gulam Ali, you've been a regular guest of ours, and I've really seen an improvement in the counts for you. Maybe at first you really did use some crutches, but now you hardly used any at all. So congratulations to you. And Toastmaster Imam also used a crutch only once. Toastmaster Yanta uses careful pauses. Again, in his table topic speech, he uses the same strategy that he used in his prepared speech. So that's very good. And for soon to be Toastmaster Akbar, I noticed him use twice. But this is actually kind of interesting. The way he delivered his speech is that after he uses he immediately continues with what he's about to say next. So it's hardly noticeable. If you don't really pay attention that much, I think nobody would ever sort of notice that he used that crutch. And lastly, Toastmaster Putri, I heard you use 5 times, but it's totally okay because it happens to the best of us. Even I think the way I'm delivering the evaluation right now, I don't know how many crutches I've used, because yeah, it's sort of a trope that you use when you're trying to give yourself time to think, I guess. But that's totally okay. You just need to keep yourself calm. Maybe the next time you're trying to deliver your speech, just stay aware of what you're saying. Stay aware of the noises that comes out of your mouth. And you could use what Toastmaster Yanta has used, the strategy of careful pauses and stuff like that. And for the evaluation, of course, for Toastmaster Media and Toastmaster Dita, I didn't notice you guys use any filler words at all or any crutches. You guys have been very good evaluation speeches. I do congratulate you for being brave enough to try in this table topic speech. So that's all from me. And I hope you guys have a great weekend ahead of you. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster Miftah.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Akara, for deliver the report of counter. And now we are going to see the result, or G first?
Oh no, it's G first.
G first. All right. So I will make deliver my report about evaluation today. Today we start our meeting at 5:10 p.m. So we are sorry for the late. And for the role takers, I really appreciate to you all to your role. And for today, participants also very active, and I think that's all from me. So I would like to give control to Toastmaster of the meeting. To Toastmaster Putri, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much for GE. The evaluation is done. Thank you for the GE and all of the role takers. Next, we're going to give to the ballot counter if the winners are out to Miss Medika. The time is yours.
I'm waiting for one vote, I guess. I think with this one vote we could wait, Kadita vote, Kadita. Anda nih, lanjutkan.
Thank you.
Kurang satu evaluator. Kamu vote diri sini. Kamu kan entitled, you are entitled to vote, man.
Ya udah, I choose me kalau gitu. Bang, I'm sorry ya, Bang.
Okay. Dan nih, we are done.
Also lah.
We have all the winners, so I think I could deliver the result of today's best speakers, guys. But before that, I think I'm just going to warn you that this is if you don't win this, doesn't mean your speech is not good. It's just like basically vote. Sometimes people vote just because they like the person, not the speech. So don't feel discouraged even if you don't win the award, because you'll have more chances in the future. And now the most awaited award for the prepared speaker goes to, drum roll please, dung, 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 dung. Toastmaster Yanta! Yay! Congratulations, Toastmaster Yanta, and congratulations
Thank you,
also
guys.
to Toastmaster Mifta for delivering your first project. And then the next for the best table topic speaker goes to, drum roll please, dung, 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 dung. Our Toastmaster Putri. Congratulations, Toastmaster Putri. You captivated us with your decent speech. Very, very stellar. And now for the evaluator, the best evaluator goes to, drum roll please, dung, 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 dung. Toastmaster Dita. Yay. Congratulations all speakers. I think Toastmaster Yanta, I think you want to eat. I think I will help to spotlight all the winners. Who
I'm
else? Toastmaster
sorry.
Putri then.
It's okay.
It's okay. Okay, so is there any, like Toastmaster Iran, do you want to give something to Toastmaster Dita as a symbolism? Congratulations to Toastmaster Dita. Wait. I think I'm going to capture this. How should I screen capture ya?
Okay. I will take the screen capture.
Okay, thank you.
First,
Harusnya kita deket-deket biar gede.
should I? Okay. It's just a small square in the screen.
Yeah, it's okay.
1, 2, 3. Hold your pose for a moment. Moment.
Banyak momen nih.
Hold. Still hold.
Pretty long ya.
Okay. Done.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Yanta, and congratulations to all winners. I think I'll give it back to you, Toastmaster Putri. Toastmaster Putri, I think you're
Toastmaster
still
Putri,
muted.
you are not audible. You are still mute, I guess. Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Medika, for the announcement. Now, it's the end of the journey for our meeting today. Thank you for all of the attendees, and we wish to meet you in the next chapter or next week meeting. Now I'm going to give it to the chair or president to close the meeting.
thank you, Toastmaster Putri, for leading our meeting for today. And I want to say thank you for all the role takers for today and all the participants and mini guests in here. But maybe I want to ask to be Toastmaster Akbar, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So this is your first time? I think we have asked
No, I think it's
Toastmaster Akbar, ya?
This is my third time, I think, but this is my first time talking in this forum. So yeah.
Okay. So maybe you want to come again next week? Just come
Um,
again next week and practice. Yes?
okay, I will if I get the time, but surely I will.
Okay, and maybe next I want to ask Sunsubitos Master Angga, are you there? Okay, so maybe okay.
Halo. Ya,
So this
kenapa?
is your first time to come to this meeting?
Maybe this is the third.
Oh, this is the church. So you from VGP? What? DJP?
No, I'm not from the Ministry of Finance.
So where are you come from?
Are you Angga my friend?
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's my friend. No, he's not from Ministry of Finance.
Okay, so you're working in private sectors, maybe?
yep.
Thank you for coming to this meeting, and we hope we can see your face with your own camera next week, ya. And so, because Master Akbar, you from Ministry of Finance, ya?
Yeah, I'm from the Director General of Treasury, just
What?
across your complex. So yeah, I will try to come offline maybe next time.
DGPB kan ya?
From
Yes,
which
yes.
unit?
Branch.
Yes, please. So you, yeah, which unit? Which unit?
I'm
So,
in the Secretariat General.
Oh,
Setitjen ya?
Sekdijen, yeah,
So many
Secretariat of Director General.
knowing here. Toastmaster Putri is from Perban.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah, I am, but I
Oh,
am in Ruteng, East Nusa Tenggara.
oh, I see. In KPPN or kan?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
KPPN.
KPPN of course, Ruteng. Okay.
Stop with your class.
Okay, nice to know you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Toastmaster Yanta, Toastmaster Akbar is your friend actually.
Yeah, I think Yanta is my old friend from back in college in Stan, maybe
Oh,
2010 or 11.
can I
I
see
forget.
your voice? Can I see your face? Maybe
Wait up, because
I forgot.
my
I'm sorry, Akbar.
were you in Lia when you were in the Stan? I forget where I
Ah,
met you.
oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Nggak
I'm sorry
ingat.
I cannot put my camera on because I have no camera on my laptop.
Okay.
So
Wow,
yeah.
it's really nice to see you. And our Ministry of Finance Toastmasters Club is not only for Ministry of Finance employee, but it's for public. If you want to join the member, please call Iren. Promoting a bit.
So the because Master Akbar, maybe you can come offline first to our meeting
Yeah.
to see the situation and
Okay,
just
I'll see
for
next week because I got some duty starting from today, but I'll see if I can make it next week.
okay.
Wow, nice to see you, Akbar. It's
Also,
a surprise.
Yeah, I want to see Yanta too because if I'm not mistaken, I give Yanta a ride back then. So yeah.
you can come. Oh, Mas ternyata come offline next week because we
Oh iya,
will have
jaga ini ya.
next
Yeah.
Jangan lupa
And
jaga.
everyone in here, you can come next week in September 1st in Plaza Juanda 1 because we will have Expo community. There are so many community in Ministry of Finance that will show their community in there and we will participate in there. So maybe you want to come to our booth and ask about everything. I don't know. And maybe see another community that already in Ministry of Finance. I think that's all for today. And we just hope that you guys can come again next week. And with that, I call this meeting adjourned. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone. Happy weekend. Thank you for
Thank you,
coming.
everyone. Have a nice weekend. See you
Yeah.
again next week.
See you.
See you guys. Oh, maybe
Toastmaster
Toastmaster
Putri,
Putri,
ya.
you want to stay?
I think
Oke. Berarti langsung.
Ika, boleh. Tapi ini yang Toastmaster Iqbal gimana ya? Soalnya kan Toastmaster Iqbal minggu depan tuh prepare speech.
Itu dia bilang mau hari ini nggak?
Nah itu
Kalau nggak aku coba konfirmasi deh dia. Tapi tanya Akara dulu dia ready-nya kapan? Maksudku sekarang yang ready dulu aja biar pas masuk Putri dulu.
Guys, kalau 2 minggu lagi yang prep speech siapa ya?
ada di jadwal yang website itu. Maybe we want to end this meeting first ya nanti.
Oh iya, oke. We can continue this it later in the
Okay
chat.
guys, bye-bye.
See you again. I will end the meeting, everyone.
Bikin lagi.